We welcome in Heat guard Dwyane Wade. A new shoe out today, the Jordan Fly Wade 2. It is in stores just in time for the holidays. And the Mavs on Christmas Day, Dwyane, after what happened in last year's finals, you're now attending Mark Cuban's celebration. What do you anticipate?
I don't know. I don't know what to anticipate, but I'm just happy that we're playing basketball. So if it's Christmas in Dallas, it's Christmas in Dallas. We're fine with it. Just to be out there again, to give our fans and all the fans across the world a game of basketball back is the biggest Christmas gift we can give. So I'm just excited about that.
And how are you preparing for it? A short schedule, and I think you need a quick start to the season.
Yeah, every team is going to try to get a quick start to the season. Obviously we're going to prepare by using some of the things that made us a good team last year. It's our continuity, our togetherness. And we're going to try to fast track things a little bit. I think everyone did a good job this summer of being in shape, coming to camp ready to play basketball. But we got 2 weeks, roughly 2 weeks to get everything going, and hopefully we come out, hit the ground running.
Over the past couple of days, yesterday and today, an interview with Rachel Nichols and LeBron James has been airing. And yesterday he said, quote, he didn't make enough game-changing plays in the finals. What did you say to LeBron as you watched him struggle?
Well, that's something that me and LeBron talked about, over the summer. We spent a lot of time together. So a lot of things he said, me and him had discussed. And he was right. In the games I told him, sometimes we struggle as players and as athletes. But when you have the ability that certain guys have, you have the ability to do other things besides putting the ball in the basket, and that can change the game for you. So LeBron is his hardest critic, as well as, we wanted him to be the same LeBron he was in the Eastern Conference Finals. But, obviously he was struggling a little bit in the Dallas series, and we just wanted him to make some plays. And he know more than anybody that he didn't make those plays. And, I would bet on him, that if he's put in that situation again, he will.
Can you teach somebody to be clutch, Dwyane?
Can you teach somebody to be clutch? I don't know. I think as athletes, we all feel that if we're put in that situation, we can deliver, but that's not always the case. We all make mistakes. Sometimes we make big shots, big plays, and sometimes we don't. That's the nature of the game. That's the nature of life. And the biggest thing is you got to be willing to go back and do it again, after you didn't succeed the first time. So, I don't know if you can make someone clutch. I don't know who is really the most clutch player to play the game of basketball. I think everybody who hit big shots, have missed big shots, have messed up in the games as well. So it's just about if you're going to come back and do it again.
You mentioned LeBron was struggling, and yesterday in the interview with Rachel, he also said he was not comfortable being the villain, and that was something he became last year when he decided to join you there in Miami. And he wants to go back to enjoying the game. He said he played angry. How did the fans' reaction and the public reaction affect him?
Well, like you said, I think he bought into being the villain. That's not LeBron James. And what do people say, you should be it, wear the black coat. That's not who he is. That's not how he plays the game of basketball. We all know LeBron enjoys playing the game of basketball. I told him, let me be the one who has the straight face and let him go out and play it the way he wanted to play it. And I had to worry about, someone's perception of who LeBron James is. He's a great player. He's one of the best players to play the game of basketball. He just got to go out there every night and just feel blessed to be playing this game, knowing that his talents it was given to him, from God, and go out there and just bless everybody with his talent. So I think it's great to start the season off on Christmas Day. You can't be mean mugging on Christmas. You gotta be full hearted. You gotta be fun. My only decision on Christmas Day is to figure out what color shoestrings I'm gonna wear in my shoes. That's my biggest dilemma on Christmas. Besides that, I'm playing basketball.
All right, go ahead. Hold up the shoe. Let's see it.
See my Christmas shoe right here. So my biggest thing is what I'm gonna wear. I'm gonna wear green laces. I'm gonna wear red. I'm gonna wear white. What am I going to do? So that's the only thing I have to worry about. So that's all we got to worry about on Christmas Day. Just going out there, making sure you put on a show for your family, for everyone's family that's going to be watching. Just enjoy the game of basketball that we've been playing since we was kids.
Well, you have it all figured out. Would you do anything differently from last year? LeBron said he would have made some changes.
Well, I think you can always look back, on everything in life, and obviously in the game of basketball and say, man, if I can get that moment back, I would do this or I would do that. But at the same time, those moments is what makes you grow. Those moments is what put us in the position we are today, where we can look back and say, I'm a better person today than I was yesterday. So would I change anything? Yes, I would love to win a championship. Yes, I would love to have made more plays. But at the end of the day, that has made me, the person I am today, is because I've never went back and I've never regretted anything. I always say I'm going to learn from it and I'm going to move forward and be a better person and player.
Win that championship. Your prediction as a big three that you would win dozens, at least 6, 7, on and on. Will that haunt you?
No, that won't haunt us. I mean, that's for fun. Every year we play the game of basketball, we want to win a championship. And, you're lucky in this league if you win one championship. And some guys have been blessed to win 5 and 6. Our goal is to win one championship, and we'll go from there. But we have to get the first one first. What we said, 5, 6, 7, all that, that's just in the moment. That's having fun. That's being excited about, what we did that was game-changing in the sense of having 3 players come together for one common goal. And it's not about individuals. It's not about being selfish. It's about, competing and wanting to win a championship together. So we was happy about that, and that was in a moment.
All right, free agency begins on Friday. Shane Battier said to be at the top of Miami's list. What does your team need to pick up Friday?
Well, yes, obviously it's no secret that we don't have the biggest bank that everybody else have. So we can't go out and get none of the top free agents, but we want to add guys, to our team that can help us, that can complete our team, that can be versatile, that can help us do many different things on the floor. We look at our team as being versatile, and we want to bring someone in that way, and also someone that is a high character guy. And obviously Shane is somebody who, is sought after from a lot of different teams because of his professionalism, but also because of what he brings to the game of basketball. Obviously we would love, to have Shane in the Heat uniform next year. So we'll see.
All right, Chris Broussard, as you know, he usually gets these big scoops right. He said out there in Los Angeles, everybody but Kobe Bryant's on the block as they're trying to land Dwight Howard and Chris Paul. Your reaction to the thought of Dwight, Kobe, and CP3 being teammates?
Well, I mean, obviously LA is always in the mix of something amazing in the game of basketball. To be able to bring talent to the city of LA is the easy part. It got to happen. But, I look at it and say, wow, if that happened, that'd be an unbelievable team. And we'll have to compete against that team. You don't look at it and say, ooh, I don't want it to happen. If that happens, then you go and you compete, and you try to see who big three can be the best to win a championship. But, I think every team in the NBA have that scenario besides the Miami Heat. There's a lot of teams in the NBA that can have that scenario. Ooh, we can get Dwight and Chris Paul together. We can be something special. Well, it's not going to happen for everyone. So it's just speculation now, and we'll hear that all year.